Hello all, Seriously is here for some fishing. I don't know what we're going to call this. It's a one-off for today at least. What we're going to do is we're going to build a base here, and I wanted to get a peek. I've already got the base computer. I've already got a couple of beacons put down. I wanted to get a peek at the waves, but the storm ended as soon as I started recording. Of course it did. Of course it did. Anyway. Everything is going good. We've got a location over there to get to, and a location over there we don't need to get to, but that's a local hotspot for power. So if we want power, we could have power here. We're not going to be building a base that big or nothing like that. Let's take a peek. Did I not? I did not even actually register the base yet. All right, let's claim this base. So what we're doing today is building a fishing base for us to hopefully be able to get all of the various kinds of fish for Lush planets. Okay, good. We've got huge waves right now, even though there's no storm. Perfect timing. What we're going to do then is go into build mode. We're just going to pick wood, I guess. I think I'll probably have the most that I can build with that. 51. That's not a lot, actually. All right, let's get into build camera. Piece around, but it's something like that. We're going to snap downwards. Whoops, that's upwards. There we go. Take a peek at how close this is to the waves. So the waves can, in fact, already go over that. Not ideal for what I want. So what we're going to do is delete that, and we're going to go snap one of these on here, and then we're going to snap one of those and one of those. I think that's where we want to be from. Oops. What am I doing here? Delete that, delete that, copy those stairs, and I should, no, I can't snap into that. Alright, well, what we'll do then is we'll delete those stairs, put a floor in behind this, and now I should be able to snap some stairs in. And that's probably a good enough height for where I want to build, although, no, I wanted to go up to, I'm going to move that to the top. And then we're going to snap our stairs in. There we go. Get rid of that, and put these out now. So this is the height we want to be at. And I do want to head out to that little, almost above the surface of the water atoll. Atoll? Whatever. But, what we got to do, we can do 172 of these, so I guess stairs have a component besides carbon that I am not remembering. We're going to want to be out of build camera is the point. Alright, so let's go build. Timber floor panels, and let's get running. This is pointed in the direction we want to go, close enough to the direction we want to go. This is going to be the most simple of bases. All we're doing here is getting two places to fish on a lush planet that has storms occasionally. Obviously there's no such thing as a planet that has storms constantly. Alright, this is probably close enough. There's my beacon that I placed. Let's pull out the fishing rod to get our jetpack going so that we use up a little bit of life support. And I don't know why this is the trigger. If I could get back on my platform, that would be very helpful. I don't know why the trigger for your depth meter is your life support meter showing up, but you need your life support meter to be showing up in order to get the temperature gauge to show up, in order to get the depth to show up. So we're at 2.8 meters deep here, which is perfect for a very, very shallow fishing. Anything that needs to be caught in shallow water can be caught there. We also have here 54 meters. There's going to be various distances along there, but what we want is to get to that beacon there, because that is below 70 meters, and that's what we need for deep sea fishing. So, back into building. Let's get these panels out, and I actually think we're going to switch to the triangle here. Yeah, that goes in a pretty good direction, sort of. Oh, that's a small one. There we go. Where is that beacon at? Right there, huh? Almost positive that if we try fishing from here, it won't be far enough out. No, that's only 50. Okay, let's get back to building. And let's change our angle one more time there. It's right beneath us. We're heading in the right direction now, but we're not close enough, I don't think. This will be at, okay, no idea what it's at. Thank you, game. $58 meters. We got to go even further. And as you can see, this is also a little bit too low. But if the water comes up to my ankles above the dock, that's okay. Just means what I'm going to want to do is put some fences on this thing. All right. $62, that's pretty good. What if I cast out a little bit? $67, so we're getting there. Unless it's at a very specific spot. Oh yeah, I can't see the depth now. Like, there's no shift button. I can't jump while I'm doing this to activate my jetpack. So unless a storm was happening, there's no way to activate that counter. Gotta fish real quick before that thing disappears. 61. Alright, let's build a little bit more and see if that does it. Depth 77. Perfect. This is exactly what we want for our fishing base. For platforms. This is all we need for the whole base. But you know what might be nice is a landing platform for your ship. And we got a good spot for that right here, I think. So what we can do is lower everything by 1. Go out here. Is that centered? No, there isn't a real exact center in 4. Well, there is, but it's the middle point. That's going to make things tricksy. That's not what I wanted to do anyway. That's closer to what I wanted to do. Alright, so that is not centered, but it's closer. Now, do I have stuff for a landing pad? No, I need lots more metal plating. Let's make some of that. Ooh, I think I needed 7. If I had rusted metal, that would be even better than paraffinium, but I don't think I need too much here. No, make another one. Thank you, game. Alright, yeah, that's better. Now we could snap this in perfectly, but this is good enough for me, and that looks almost perfectly centered for my purposes too, except I would rather have the... You know what, let's place this here and call the ship in and see which way it faces. I don't know how this landing pad works exactly. My guess is that our ship is going to face that direction. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Good enough anyway. Let's bring the ship back up here. Well, good to know. The bad part is that I now want to move the landing pad. So let's just delete it and we'll build it from this side. There we go. Now what I could do actually, give me a little bit more surface area to move it around where I want. Something like that is not straight. That is more straight, something like that. Okay. Now what we want to do is... you know what? I'm not convinced on the wood here, especially because of the pattern that we got between. Let's delete, not the landing pad. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're deleting the landing pad. Alright, let's try again. In fact, I think I'm going to move it a little bit further back, like this. There we go. Now, unfortunately, this is not an angle that we're going to be able to accommodate. So I'm going to undo what I just did. In fact, I'm going to move everything further out this way. Something like that. It's not perfectly straight. It doesn't have to be. Nope, that's too far out. I should have been paying more attention. Alright, let's try this again. Get up, move back to about here. Could be slightly straighter. You know what? I can use the rotate key. No, that was too much. Okay, good enough. Good enough. It's going to have to be. No, that's not straight at all. It's not good enough. Huh. Maybe it is straight, and these arms are at different... No, that's better. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It just wasn't straight before. Alright, let's try stone, I think. Yeah, that looks okay. I'm going to quickly try metal. No, metal's going to have the same problem that the other one had. Alright, so that's not even a bad color of sandstone. I'm just going to put this in here. Whoops, don't know where that snapped to. We'll have to get rid of that one. And we could get rid of all of these wood ones now. That might be all of the low ones. It's hard to see. Yeah, good enough. If we want to cover that up, we could put some stone walls. And I definitely think we should put some on the edge of all these platforms so we don't fall off. Something like that. This is the most basic of builds. We can call our ship in now. Looks very neat to have this landing pad stick up through the stone. I like that a lot. So you just need to go one short wall down, and then you can place the landing pad on top, and it'll stick up a perfect amount. Alright, so now we want some wooden pieces. You know, this save, I thought, had the legacy pieces, but I guess not. That's okay. That's right, this is the Redux version of Expedition 3, not the actual Expedition 3. Alright, no ancient pieces for us. That's a shame. Alright, we'll go with these. I like these ones. I'm going to go into build camera. Just going to be a lot easier to get all the ones I want in. I like to go to the end of this dock and then leave it open. So we know that's the fishing edge. I don't think we're going to fall off the edge, and if we do want a way back up. So open edge is fine. That is an interesting question. Let's put the stuff in first. Or not, I mean, get rid of that. We're going to copy that stairs. And snap it on there. I like that. That works pretty well. Yeah, we'll go with that. But what we're going to have to do is some tomfoolery here to get this stuff to work. So, that one in. We'll switch to a short version. To not go all the way through the wall, because otherwise it would stick through like that. That works, cool. And then what I want to do, take the long version, and we're going to do a not really a glitch build, but sort of. We're going to go right in the middle of this thing with our wire mode here, and we're going to click, and we're going to pull our wire right to the bottom of this thing so that it's still on the stairs and not on the floor. Actually, we'll be able to see. We just have to hit the non-wire button now, and we'll have this on a tether from the middle. So we just pull this to the bottom, and if it goes in a weird direction, it's too far. That looks straight enough for me. Alright, so now go to a generic one of these, and a generic one of these. I can delete this bizarre purple one that the wire made. Then, so you know what? It's not the best. It's open at the top. So what we need to do then is the same thing. But end it a little bit higher up. So we pulled it down as low as we could go before. I think we want to go somewhere, since we have this one in, we can sort of see the merge. This might be a little bit too far. We'll see. Yeah, that's not quite. We need to go even more up, so. I mean, it doesn't matter where we start. This is just for pulling the wire straight. We want it centered. Then we can switch back, and we'll leave that previous one we have in, and we'll put this one to like there. Yeah, that is pretty good, but it's going to be off on the bottom. So what we can do is both of them. Because this one, yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter if it goes over by that much over there. Oops, don't pick it up. Copy it. Put that one back in. Put that one back in. Delete it. It could still be even better, but I'm not going to bother. Something that might make it even better, actually, is if we go down another layer here with, say, this version. Or we could put this one on top. Yeah, something like that looks okay. I'm not going to bother carrying it around for the whole dock. There we go. Oh, and we got to do the same darned thing over here, or do we? We're just going to leave the stairway dangerously open. All right, let's get back into character. There's something we got to fix at the top of the stairway. Nope, wrong weapon. That's the one. Nope, oh, wrong weapon again. Wrong. Okay, restore. So let's go to the big size if we can. Restore all the rock here that our floor panel took out. Still not an easy climb, but we don't need to be up here for anything in specific. In Pacific. We're going to build some more barriers here. No, I don't want that, but maybe a half. Perfect. Putting way more effort than we need to into this base just to make it look the slightest bit more pretty than it would otherwise be. This is an extremely long dock. Alright, so we're in build camera here and I'm at the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the build camera button twice in a row. And that's going to reset my build camera from where we just were. Whoops. What I'll probably do in the long run, maybe we'll come back for a base tour, is do like a pagoda or something around here that we could fish into the middle of, just to give an exact circle of where to fish on the end of each dock. Something else I definitely want to do, and we can see that now that it's a storm, and I'm going to have to do the build camera trick again over here to get to this dock probably. Yeah. Okay. Is we want to put a roof on the top here, and it's a nice nice planet. it's okay. We're gonna put one of those kind of roofs, but first we're gonna put an arch to connect it to. And then what we're gonna do is delete these two barriers, move the arch over to there, copy the arch to here, and we still want barriers in those arches, so we're going to use the short walls because they'll still be able to snap here, or should still be able to snap. I don't know why that can. That one won't snap. That's weird. It should. Yeah, it snaps now. Will this not snap back in? That's weird. Yeah, the snap point for this is in the middle of the piece, so it shouldn't be blocked by that short wall. Well, now I don't know what to do. Actually, I got a better idea. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to put these back in. Yeah, we can put one on that side too. And then what we're going to do is put this in up one, like that, so you can't walk through anyway. It's going to have to be good enough. So something like this, but more like a circle around this one square that we want to fish into. And while we're here, and we got a storm going, okay, we're on the fishing line. Let's put some bait on. Bionic? No, Magpulse lure in a storm. There we go. Well, it still says storm straight down beneath us. The depth is 76, so even if storm disappears by the time that the fish gets hooked on this, we have the chance to catch a stormfish. There we go, we caught a thunderfin, a rare colossal aquatic creature, can only be caught in a storm. Many different habitats all across the galaxy, so that is not a lush only fish, which is what we were going for here today. So we are going to call this, well, that's caps lock on, that's caps lock for you. Lush fishing base. There we go. We could capture a screenshot, I guess. I mean, I know what I'm looking at here. There we go. Gorgeous. And I'm going to upload it even. Because if I ever decide to share this, it'll be shared. And if I don't, I'll delete the base and it won't bother anybody. But yeah, that's it for today. Simple fishing base construction. You don't need to go all the way out here. There's probably a spot you could fish right by this pillar that'll count as 20 U or less deep for your shallow water stuff. But those are the depths you want. You want less than 20, you want between 20 and 70, and you want deeper than 70. So those are the three different depths of fish that you're probably going to be able to catch. In fact, I don't know that there's anything between 20 and 70. It might just be general fish that you can catch even in 20 and 70 plus water. Yeah, so I don't know that there's anything in the middle, but you definitely want sub 20 and deeper than 70, and then you want a planet that does have storms, and then you want to do this on every kind of planet that has its own kind of fish. So lush, toxic, hot, cold, radioactive, etc. I think maybe even desert has its own kind. I haven't tried that one yet. But we'll find out in the long run because we'll be coming back to do more fishing someday. But that's it for today. Until next time, have a good time.